sleeping with my real. Nah, I get it, go. Nah, I get
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
To kick off for Detroit.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry now for Thompson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by Jones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta.
I'm here all day. 44. Go.
Here's Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Brings up 4th and...
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Receiver. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Stafford. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. Geis. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Thompson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Check 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Lions nothing.
Second and 11. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Carried by number 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Check, check. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Minshew throwing on third down. The open man is Westbrook.
Minshew's
The
pass.
completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Lions 7, Jaguars 3. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
at the 32-yard line.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
back to throw. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
13 yards.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 at over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones.
Detroit.
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14. Jaguars 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot to...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
1st and goal.
A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. 61 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Marvin Jones.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Lions 42, Jaguars 3. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I'm 32.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Jared Wilson made the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. It's Geis on the counter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. KingJon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run it here with Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 51. Hey, orbit. Check right. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Ready?
Minshew sets to throw, escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle.
That's good.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. The throw taken in by Cole.
Minshew's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again, rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
It's now 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew, eluding the pressure right. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Minshew. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to die.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not